Okay, welcome everybody to the February 23rd Ortelius Outreach. And I'll pass it over to Tracy.
All right, let me just quickly take. Hey, Brian. Brian, did you send me this?
No, I didn't. I want I want to take credit though.
Yeah, the weird part is I'm reading along in this book, and they're quoting all these people who are in that kind of the space of marketing. And so
Uh-huh.
one of my friends from Santa Fe is quoted in it.
Oh wow, very cool. Very
So
cool.
I sent an email to him and said, "Hey, Alex, did you send me this book?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Well, your name's in it." And he
Oh,
goes, "It." His response was, "It is."
that's funny. Oh, I'm
I have no
interested
idea.
though. I'm gonna
Yeah,
apply this. Yeah.
for outreach, it's a good discussion for an outreach group. It really talks about, not that we're doing heavy marketing here, but it talks about sensing, reasoning, and acting in a
Mm,
different way, almost like like you train robots, in how marketing can be done, so that you're looking at millions of people at the same time, and you're sensing what they're doing, and then you're
hmm.
trying to reason through it to see if they actually fit your profile, and then you act and you push ads to them.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
Which begs to think, and it escapes me, and I'm sure you've thought about it, Tracy, and others. It escapes me. I haven't thought about it at all. Um, to what extent should we be thinking about applying AI approaches to Ortelius outreach here?
well,
Right.
that's why I bring it up. It's an interesting model. I've got to look at some of the tooling that they are recommending, but basically they're saying that the old way of doing outreach is noisy. It's not useful. You see if somebody hits your website, then you go and you send them an email. The
That
old kind
whole
of rules based.
funnel touch
Yeah,
point
rules-based
thing.
funnels. Yeah, right. That they're not useful, and they're sometimes unhelpful and annoying to people. Um, and being able to send them instead proper discussions about what they're looking for is a better way to do it, and that's sort of the topic. It's like,
Okay.
how do you begin a conversation with these people that may be looking at solving a problem that you solve, instead of just saying, "Here's a white paper, here's a." So
Well,
it's a
yeah.
very different model. It's like it's like building a discussion as
Oh,
opposed to.
that Rich, what's interesting about that is, I mean, we're hitting an age kind of since October, Claude 4.5, and kind of this next step function where AI marketing meant I could just write blog posts and emails faster, i.e., I could make it more annoying, less personal, and ultimately less effective. But the sensing part of what you talked about um, is like the difference between a dynamic funnel, and a static funnel, or dynamic engagement and static engagement. Yeah, that's pretty darn exciting.
So,
Actually.
who sent me this book? Who did it?
I did. I did. As I was, thank me later. Job well done.
Okay. All right. I'm like so puzzled by it because it's a really good book, and it just came to me, and it's just like, okay, did I buy that? And I was
That's
like, well,
wild.
maybe sometimes I do. And it was like, no, I never bought this book. And then when I saw Alex's name in it, I was like, oh, he must have given a list of companies that he thought the author should send to. And he
Yeah,
was like,
that's
Well,
I have no
that's the
idea.
universe,
the
Tracy.
weird part is it got sent to our corporate address in Wyoming. So,
That okay.
so that which makes it even more bizarre.
All right. So on that topic, the task today is just to discuss a blogathon and topics that you want to suggest people to cover at our blogathon. So I'm going to leave the door open for that. Let me throw out some suggestions. It should be somewhat coordinated. Steve's pushing to get a release out in 7 days. So we have a new release of Ortelius out. We could ask for discussions around that. We can, so that would be one area. Another area would be just in general blogs and videos and educational material around post-deployment vulnerabilities. Deploy Hub is starting to get more hits on the post-deployment. So I think that there is a discussion beginning to happen around the noise that the pre-deployment tools are creating and the pure just burnout that some of these developers and CISO officers are experiencing. So that could be an interesting area. But I'm open to what we could, we're going to have a blogathon and people can write whatever they want, but we've always suggested topics.
So I think I should do one on the onboarding process.
Okay.
So how do you get started? And that would include some short videos.
So why don't we just make that a topic in general for everybody? So, okay. Let me just
Steve, what Tracy's typing, uh, have we exposed simpler API endpoints?
They're out there, and the documentation's up to date. So we have
Okay.
GraphQL, and so we actually have 3 endpoints. We have a
Okay.
GraphQL, a REST API, and I'm working on a Kafka message.
Okay.
So
Perfect. Thanks. I'm just thinking about integrations. Brain's very broken, but thinking about integrations or the power of basically the database that we have and the map that we give, being able to train AI again, I mean, point AI against that would be interesting. But
I'm going to try and share a 2-minute video with you guys that I worked on for some demos we're doing for Space Force. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this.
oh, you got that? What do you got, Sasha?
No, I just wanted to know if I can write. I want to revamp the articles I wrote on platform engineering, but I want to completely like overhaul them. Yeah,
Okay,
if
that
I can
works.
starting with the first one, I'm gonna redo it as part of the blogathon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
How do I make how do I change it where my audio can be picked up from my computer? I know
When
there's
you go to share,
oh,
you click on advanced sharing options, and oh, it's not there. It is once.
computer audio. There we
Yeah,
go.
that's it.
Now let me find it.
And the other one that I was thinking of that would be interesting and helpful to do is maybe the more like the MCP agent slash LLM toolkit that you would need for platform engineering. And what I was thinking on that is, so I posed this question to, I think, ChatGPT, or Claude, I can't remember which one I did. And I said, how many different MCP servers would you need to replace the 3,000 GitHub actions that are out there to satisfy, 90% of the workflow runs? And it came back with 10. So
10.
there
Wow.
10. So
Wow.
10 MCP servers could get rid of 3,000 basically plugins.
Wow. That's a massive difference.
So if somebody wants to do research on that and
Cyber
dive into that, it would be pretty interesting just to see, because there's all different everything from cybersecurity to the GitHub, GitLab automation type thing. How do I create a pull request, that type of stuff. Um, so that could be a fun one to do.
Okay, so here's this 2-minute video. That could be a sample.
All right.
you can play back to the
Security
top level
tools top. That's okay. What,
Oh,
Brian?
I thought I collided with somebody. I'm sorry. Can you play back to the top? What's the single line statement? How 10 MCPs can replace?
The 3,000 GitHub Actions.
Okay, interesting. I
Yeah,
like
isn't
that
it?
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I might want to do that. Uh, I'm lacking a creative thought of my own right now, but I like yours, Steve. If I might be able to co-op that.
Okay, let me
Uh,
put these down. I'm gonna do Sasha to rework his ABCs of platform engineering. Brian to take on MCP servers versus GitHub Actions.
Yeah, and Steve, if you can to help prime me, if you happen to have that turn with Chat GPT, if you could clip it and email it, that'd be great because that'll
Okay.
give me
Let me hunt it down. I can't remember which.
conversation of the
Yeah.
Zoom conversations. If not, fine, but that'll help me sort of get to where you're thinking. Or I may just reach out when the time comes so I can
Yeah.
pick the brain a bit.
It was more a curiosity type of thing versus a technical, this is how we're going to do it type of thing.
Right. Okay.
It was like posing the realm of possibilities that are coming down the road.
Well, and one of the things, and I don't have this fully worked out. One of the things I like about it is that is beginning to be sort of a very relevant question in cybersecurity, right? MCPs and LLMs versus the traditional SaaS systems and plugins. And I also am of the theory with the REST API exposure, providing the structured database, full vulnerabilities and how they impact your systems, puts Ortelius in a actually there's likely an advantageous position that Ortelius is in
Yep.
for when we start to use LLMs at the surface layer to understand our security.
Yep.
So, and I think this relates to that.
Yep.
All right. So here is a sample demo that we could use to tell. This is something most cybersecurity tools stop at deployment, but new critical and high-risk vulnerabilities continue to emerge after software is running, leaving operators blind to what is actually exposed. DeployHub continuously builds a digital twin of deployed systems without agents or rescanning to identify critical and high-risk open source vulnerabilities running on live systems and fix them fast. DeployHub consolidates operational and security telemetry into a single mission assurance dashboard, available as SaaS or on-prem for classified, air-gapped, and contested environments. The dashboard answers 3 mission-critical questions. What is the cyber risk posture of my mission systems? What are vulnerable components actively running? And what exact change neutralizes the threat? At the posture level, we see 2 organizations, Flock and SkySat. If we look at Flock, we immediately see vulnerability impact over time and mean time to remediation. Today, vulnerabilities typically persist for about 100 days, and since the last release, 118 new CVEs were disclosed. Next, where are these vulnerabilities executing? On the Flock 4X cluster, DeployHub identifies 4 critical and 69 high-risk vulnerabilities currently running. 1 originates from our command handling service coming from a Golang library, and 3 originate from an OrangoDB dependency. Finally, how do we contain and eliminate the risk? DeployHub traces each vulnerability to the recommended safe upgrade path. Updating the Golang module to version 0310 neutralizes this threat. DeployHub delivers continuous cyber situational awareness and actionable remediation, so mission systems remain trusted, resilient, and operational. So we could use that as an example of what kind of videos that we might want to include in our library, because we don't have very many for Ortelius.
Sorry, Tracy, was that video or was it audio?
Oh, you didn't see the video?
No, I didn't hear the audio part.
Oh, that's a bummer. Did everybody not see the video?
I don't know you guys.
I thought
Yeah,
it was an audio, so I was just listening to the audio.
yeah, it's on
Yeah.
another tab, I guess.
Guys.
No, it just says audio being shared. It just says audio.
the hell? Why wouldn't it share everything?
But it was
We
very
saw
good.
you.
Oh my God. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Okay.
Do it
I was like
again.
scrolling around on my Zoom
Okay.
window. I'm like, it must be here
Try
somewhere.
again.
Yeah, I was
We'll
about to ask,
try
but I think I'll probably
again.
wait because it's only 2
You
minutes.
guys are so nice. I can't find it now. All right. YouTube. Why is this in the way? Let's go to my contents. Try again.
Okay, share your screen.
Now we have your screen, but not your audio, I think.
Oh,
Monday.
Lordy Lord. Why? No, I mean, seriously, I thought I picked both. And now I hear my voice in my ears. Stop. Hush. Be quiet. All right. I'm going to share, and I have share my screen, and then it says advanced, and I say computer audio. Maybe it doesn't allow me to do both. It has to.
It has to. That's usually why you hit
Oh,
the
wait,
computer.
yes, I think I
Is
see
it between the keyboard and the chair, Tracy?
Share sound. Share sound right there. Share sound. Okay, share. All
I
right,
saw an image earlier. Oh, here we go. Looking.
but
Oh, there we go. Something's happening.
something is not really happening. It's just a big black screen. Okay.
Yeah, looks like your desktop.
Okay, it is now. Most cybersecurity tools stop at deployment.
There you go.
New critical and high-risk vulnerabilities continue to emerge after software is running, leaving operators blind to what is actually exposed. DeployHub continuously builds a digital twin of deployed systems without agents or rescanning to identify critical and high-risk open source vulnerabilities running on live systems and fix them fast. DeployHub consolidates. I don't know why this is blurry. I thought we went through this, right, Steve?
So if you don't pick normal, you gotta go to 1080p.
Where do I choose that?
So hit play, go back to play.
Security telemetry into a single mission assurance dashboard, available as SaaS or on-prem for classified air. And then go where?
Yeah.
It's not doing anything. It does nothing.
Oh, you keep on going into the editor studio.
Oh, so shouldn't do that.
No, you can't be in the editor studio. You have to be on the regular YouTube page.
Most cybersecurity tools stop at deployment, but new critical and high-risk vulnerabilities continue to emerge after software is running, leaving operators blind to. Is that working?
Go to the big icon now.
Go to the big icon now?
The little gear icon. And then it should have
Quality. All right. I don't know why it doesn't default to that. What is actually exposed? DeployHub continuously builds a digital twin of deployed systems without agents or rescanning to identify critical and high-risk open source vulnerabilities running on live systems and fix them fast. DeployHub consolidates operational and security telemetry into a single mission assurance dashboard, available as SaaS or on-prem for classified, air-gapped, and contested environments. The dashboard answers 3 mission-critical questions. What is the cyber risk posture of my mission systems? What are vulnerable components actively running? And what exact change neutralizes the threat? At the posture level, we see 2 organizations, Flock and SkySat. If we look at Flock, we immediately see vulnerability impact over time and mean time to remediation. Today, vulnerabilities typically persist for about 100 days, And since the last release, 118 new CVEs were disclosed. Next, where are these vulnerabilities executing? On the Flock 4X cluster, Deploy Hub identifies 4 critical and 69 high-risk vulnerabilities currently running. One originates from our command handling service coming from a Golang library, and 3 originate from an OrangoDB dependency. Finally, how do we contain and eliminate the risk? Deploy Hub traces each vulnerability to the recommended safe upgrade path. Updating the Golang module to version 0310 neutralizes this threat. Deploy Hub delivers continuous cyber situational awareness and actionable remediation, so mission systems remain trusted, resilient, and operational. Okay, that was exactly 2 minutes. And I think that for the most part, I don't think anybody would have to spend any money on the intro images, but the 1 minute video is super useful. And I think if we had a bunch of 1 and 2 minute product videos out there, it would be interesting. Thoughts, Brian? I know this is your area, so lead the way.
And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to sandbag a bit because I am so tired and scrambled. The short answer is gonna be that yes, I agree. 2 minutes may push it a bit, but I think videos like that are 2 minutes or less, if we can generate things like that for Ortelius, there would absolutely be value.
Okay.
I actually think that's one of the things that we see with a lot of the open source projects. They're not certain, these are commercial like efforts. People are discovering much of this through videos on social and LinkedIn, and they generally are not applied to open source projects. So yeah, are you thinking about putting this on as part of the BlogAthon activity? Okay.
Yeah. So instead of writing a blog, somebody could do a 1 minute or 2 minute video.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And maybe this could be an AI thing. Now I'm just not actionable as could we pair 1 or 2 minute videos with each of the blogs and have the blogs as sort of deeper dives linked out?
I think that's a great idea. I do. But some people may not want to write, but they may just, maybe we can find some folks that are into doing videos. I think that if you have a blog and you run it through Notebook LLM, you got a video in a second.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm, that's where I'm almost, yes. So there's what we ask for and offer a video is great. And then we, as the outreach committee, could potentially, whatever's missing, Notebook LLM, a blog, or go in the other direction. But I like it. That's actually a great idea. Exciting.
Perfect. So I think that that's what we should be looking at. I think that the topics are, I'll put a blog together that announces this. If there's a topic that you feel is important that we should cover, shoot me an email and let me know, and I'll add it to the blog, or anybody can update the blog and add it to the blog. And we'll just go down that road. We do, for the announcement, I think we'll do a soft announcement for Ortelius for March 1st and then really push it April 1st. That gives us some time, all of us, to take a look at it, since none of you really have had an opportunity since Steve hasn't put it out there yet. So we're going to have it out, and the old version will be down. The new version will be up in about a week. We will kind of, everybody should get on it, test it, learn it, and then we'll do an official blog. Part of our BlogAthon will be the release of this new version of Ortelius, whatever we're calling it. Does that sound okay with everybody?
Yep. And by the way, I hadn't looked at it. UI looks great, Steve.
Oh yeah, it is so much cleaner, and there's a lot less code. There's a ton of functionality that nobody was using around deployments that's been removed. So it will be a lot easier for contributors to work on. Updating the front end will be much easier. I think the whole thing is a lot cleaner and more specific to our messaging now.
Yeah, I'm excited about giving a go back to try to do integrations and contribute myself with AI driven dev.
Yeah, Utkarsh was asking about the RESTful API endpoints as well. So
And do we feel, Steve, while Tracy's typing, and we have 2 minutes, is there any reason why our community would not accept, or the maintainers would not accept AI created pull requests? Are those valid
those are valid.
contributions?
Those
Okay.
are perfectly valid, and it actually probably um, we will probably be leaning towards that even more so. Um, AI validated ones. So whether you create it manually and we have AI uh, do like a code review, or the other way, AI created pull requests that somebody manually does, would make sense both ways. The one thing I would want to avoid is a AI created one by, let's say, ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT does the review and improves itself.
Right. Dude, AI model separation of duties are needed there.
Yes. So we'd want, if for that scenario, we'd want to have like Claude review what ChatGPT did.
Okay.
Okay, so for this, for the next month, I think we all have our marching orders. Send me an email if you have a topic. I'll put a blog together and get it out to everybody. If there's something you want to add to it, let me know, or go ahead and add it on your own. Either way works.
Okay, Tracy, can you?
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you drop
Roger.
what I have in chat in the document? Frameworks for repeatable and continuous AI-driven defensive application security, mouthful. Just because I don't immediately have the doc up, and I think it'll be faster for you.
Frameworks for, yep, I got it.
Yep.
You got it.
And then I'll just
Frameworks repeating and AI-driven defensive application security. Perfect. All right, we're at a half hour, and I'm trying to keep these, especially the outreach ones, 30 minutes, because we always go over on the architecture. So if there's anything else, otherwise we will all talk to you probably on Thursday.
Hey, thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.